Marketplace, Mythbusters.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Marketplace Mythbusters. I'm Sylvia Stojanovski, the Managing Director here at WeTransact. I'm located in Australia, and I have an awesome and one of my favourite special guests, Sinéad Fitzgerald. Please, Sinéad, introduce yourself.
Thank you, Sylvia. Hello, everyone. I'm Sinéad Fitzgerald, and I run Asia ISV Partner Recruit for Microsoft. And so I get the pleasure of working with amazing healthcare organizations and companies that are building product for public sector for Microsoft across Asia. And so I'm super happy to be here with you today to help bust some myths about Microsoft and Marketplace.
Awesome. Thanks, Sinéad. And again, thanks for being here with us to debunk our next myth. So are you ready for it?
I am, yes.
Myth of the day. Microsoft Marketplace is mostly designed to be used by technical audiences.
That's a difficult one.
Mm.
So Microsoft Marketplace, from my perspective, it's designed to be used for technical audiences. Yes or no, right? Let's start with the basics, Sinéad. From my perspective, a lot of people don't realize that Microsoft Marketplace isn't just one platform. You actually have the two storefronts, which is the Azure Marketplace and then AppSource. So maybe we can kick off by explaining what those differences are.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're right. It does have two distinct storefronts. AppSource, if you want to think about it, is designed for business users. So thinking about like marketing and sales or HR professionals or non-technical audience. AppSource would be where you'd go to find apps and add-ons that enhance your business that enhance your business with tools you're maybe already using, like Microsoft 365 or Dynamics 365. And if you needed anything to sort of streamline workflows, maybe improve your CRM or, manage data analytics, that's where you would look at you'd go to AppSource for that. Now, the Azure Marketplace, on the other hand, is really geared towards technical solutions. And so here is where you would find, if you were an IT admin, for example, you would be, this is your home. Developers, cloud architects, this is where they'll go to find infrastructure solutions, virtual machines, applications that integrate with Azure. But despite being more technical, business decision makers are actually leveraging Azure Marketplace as well to achieve their business goals. And the reality is they're actually both just two separate storefronts of the same back end. So, whilst AppSource is for productivity apps and Azure Marketplace focuses on technical solutions, they still really reach the same back end. But it also means that if you're hosting and putting your app on either, you're going to get access to a really wide audience.
Cool. So let's now maybe address the core of this myth. So when you are about to list your solution on Marketplace, there is in fact a technical setup involved. So I'm seeing that, and definitely everyone at WeTransact, we see that can create a confusion that it's meant to be managed by technical users. So is that true?
Well, look, I think that is one of the most common misconceptions. And, yes, you do have an element of technical setup for, to publish your actual solution. Like you have to integrate APIs, or you might need to enable some metering. The actual day-to-day operations of the listing are actually managed more by your business teams. So first, you'll usually need the technical team to handle the initial setup. So, thinking about how to integrate it with Azure and how to integrate it with different Microsoft systems. And so you can use the WeTransact to actually do this for you, much easier and quicker than doing it yourself. And then, once the listing is live, it's actually the business team. So you're thinking about your partner managers, your alliance team, your marketing and your sales team professionals. They're the ones who will take over. So they need to be really thinking about updating the pricing, creating and managing private offers, enhancing marketing materials, engaging with customers. Like, it really becomes that business as usual for sales and marketing. So I tend to not separate them. You try and have the conversation initially with sales and technical, or marketing and technical, and then they have two separate sort of alleys or routes that they manage. But the responsibilities are the same, whether it's in AppSource or in Azure Marketplace. Same requirement coming from your sales teams and your marketing teams.
Why is that? Like, can you give me a bit more detail on what happens once you're actually live on the marketplace? If it's not managed by a technical audience, why do you think business professionals should care about listing their solutions at all? And, and what are marketplace operations like?
Oh, I mean, look, it's a really great kind of framing of that question, Sylvia. So the marketplace is not just a platform or a catalog for visibility, right? So it's at the end of the day, like, it's a business accelerator. So thinking about it in sort of three areas, you've got enterprise connections, right? So listing on the marketplace is going to allow you to connect really easily with Microsoft's enterprise customers who are already using Azure. By partnering with Microsoft, you can tap into co-sell opportunities, which means that the Microsoft sales teams could potentially help you with the actual selling motion of your solution to customers who have already made a commitment to spend money with Microsoft. The second is streamlined procurement. So even if your customers are not on Marketplace, you can still use it to close deals. Marketplace simplifies procurement. It's really a procurement engine, and it allows for faster approvals. Microsoft handles the operational hurdles like taxes, local regulations, currency, fluctuations and changes across global selling motions. And it handles all of the payments, which makes it much easier for you to then focus on sales. And then finally, there's global reach. So with Marketplace, your solution is visible to over 90,000 Microsoft partners worldwide. And so if your solution supports multiple languages or multiple regions, it's an excellent way for you then to connect with global, we call them CSPs, so cloud solution providers, who then enhance your relationship with other resellers and channel. So you're really expanding that opportunity globally.
Yeah, I love Marketplace. It sounds like Marketplace really is that gateway to so many more opportunities that I don't see anyone getting elsewhere. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Look, it really is. We have this mantra internally. It's like Marketplace, and everything kind of all roads lead to Marketplace for Microsoft, including our sales teams, not just in the partner space with where I am. But businesses and our customers, we're seeing that they're not just using it for sales growth, but they're actually using it to build trust, right? So, I mean, enterprises are buying more and more through Marketplace, and having your product on the Microsoft Marketplace shows that you're building, within a very trusted ecosystem, which is the Microsoft ecosystem. And look, that can just be an absolute game changer for businesses of all sizes, small, medium, and large. And so, like, I when you asked me to do this, Sylvia, I was thinking, gosh, how many organizations can I take you through who've kind of really gone through the Marketplace journey and leveraged it? And there's quite a few within the health space. And even yesterday, I was having a conversation, with a company who's thinking about moving some of their business to Microsoft. And actually, the Marketplace is the clincher for that opportunity, because they see how easy it is to engage with so many companies that they would never be able to engage with simply by having their solution on the Marketplace. And I think something that, I'm getting really excited about is how we can really leverage our CSP partners, so our cloud solution providers, in a broad reach across the globe. So I would just say, watch this space. We've got a couple of things that we're looking to launch as a trial locally, and Sylvia and I will probably be back here to tell you a bit more about that at some point soon. But yeah, I would just encourage you, if you haven't already gotten onto Marketplace, to absolutely, give me a call, give somebody else a call from Microsoft and ask them about it, because it is it's the place to go for business.
Definitely. That's great insight, Sinead. Thank you so much. So let's wrap this up, right? For me, Marketplace sounds technical, but it's in fact, it's all about the business here, right? And what I think would be really cool, if you could please nominate, who do you think should be our next guest on our Marketplace Mythbusters?
So we all love to talk about Marketplace here at Microsoft. I think there's probably there's two Matts that you could look at. Maybe we could ask Matt Hitchman to share his insights, and then of course the Oracle of Marketplace, Matt first. So they will be my two choices. I'll leave it up to you to decide.
All right. Thank you, Sinead. That's awesome. And I'm always appreciate the time that you spend with us at We Transact. I think this was super fun. I learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. And look, I love working with you guys. You're amazing. And it's been an absolute pleasure. And I really enjoy every chance I get to work with you. So thank you so much.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching this episode of Marketplace Mythbusters. Keep an eye out for our next episode, especially from APAC. We'll definitely see you soon, Matt 1 and Matt 2 from Microsoft. Bye for now.
Marketplace Mythbusters.